You guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about something that I feel like I get quite a few comments of people like just trying to understand, and this kind of encompasses a lot of stuff like rider capability, the sled capability, and what we're talking about is just line choice, line decision. And you can see as I've come across there, right side, relatively steep, obviously super deep snow today, and it's snow that's, I mean, I can barely make a snowball, right? So we can build momentum, we can track through this really, really well. I'm gonna go through this line again, and I'm gonna also try and stay in that exact same rut. And really what the objective with the video is, you know, is it the only line? And the answer is never, right? When we ride single track on a mountain bike, something like that, where it's like the trail is the given, right? We know we gotta stay on that trail, and then it's just up to us to adapt, you know, how much braking we need and how far we need to look ahead. When we're out here, we're still looking ahead. You guys remember that we always have to look ahead, remember to breathe, put ourselves in the right position. But I don't oftentimes have to just follow the same exact line that the guy in front of me did. When you get caught following that same exact rut, especially when that rut is deep, I mean, you're basically leaving it up to the guy in front of you that he made the right decision. If you're methodical about it and you hang back a bit, oftentimes the guy in the second or even third place can still end up making an awesome line through the trees or even out on an open spot, and it's because the guys in front of him didn't make a very good plan. If I am right next to that guy or follow that line to the letter, I might end up in the same bad situation. So let's make our own lines today, and let's discover what that looks like, and remember that we don't have a set path. All right, let's do it. All right. Woo! So I've made one round through there, right side, fairly steep. This next round, I'm gonna just be talking through the GoPro. We can follow the rut. You guys remember, we'll put a link in the drop down about, you know, following the rut in that video, that there is and can be a great way to follow somebody else's line by putting my uphill ski, that ski that I've got in the hillside, right where the track was going. And that's what I'm gonna do right now. And then we'll discover when I wanna make my own line, remember that I wanna approach any side hill that I can. If there's already tracks in it, I wanna make my own line from below. And then if I have to go up through it, I'm going up through that other person's rut versus from above and coming down. Are there positions or situations where you're gonna have to do that? And the answer is yes. It's just, you need to be aware and you need to be on it. Here we go. All right. You can nearly tell that by putting that uphill ski right where the track is going, I mean, the whole objective here, right, is I'm just trying to stay with this other line. I don't have to go nearly as fast, and I can just lay in that right where that track is. Okay, I've got some uphill section right here. You can see how deep the snow is. I've got uphill right here, so I can't approach this with that same little amount of a momentum. I've got to give it some gas to stay right in this rut. Here we go. Up onto the hill. Awesome. Able to follow that rut, no problem. Now we're going to come back through and make our own line, starting from the bottom and potentially coming up through that rut and getting above that line. Here we go. Making my own line. I'm gonna have to be giving it more gas. Now I'm gonna work my way from below and try to come up through that rut. Here we go. Coming up through, here we go. Taking that high line, that higher approach. See what I've done there? I've come from below up high, still going in the same general direction, but now I'm not dealing with that rut at all. Actually made side hilling across there, and my line choice, a whole heck of a lot easier. dropping down in, and we're going in the same direction as the guy in front of us. I'm gonna make a left side hill down through some technical areas, so through some trees. While you're learning, while you're really trying to adapt and hone in your skills here, a lot of times I like approaching some of this stuff from a downhill, like so I'm moving downhill, and that way I can let gravity kind of help me do some work there. I can take my time, and while I'm discovering what the right line would be going through the trees, going downhill is sometimes a bit easier before we turn around and we start having to come uphill. Uphill requires a bunch more momentum, and we gotta think, right? We gotta process a lot quicker. So let's just take a trip downhill and see how it goes. Look how deep this snow is. I'm gonna try to get high on the hill right away, so big burst of power, big push off the foot that's on the snow. Yeah. Kind of look back, see what I just did. But as you can tell, coming down in the hill, I can just kind of step through here, and I can make this as technical as I want to. I mean, look at this area, it's getting really treed out. I can tell that that looks like a bunch of trouble. Coming around this corner, I don't know what it is just to the left of that, but because I can approach this and go kind of slow, I can kind of sneak in there and we'll see what we get. A little bit of mow up and around this dead tree. Coming through, looking like I got a couple of different options. I can sneak through there, or I can drop straight down. It looks like there's a dead tree right there, but we're gonna be fine. So I'm gonna poke through here. Done. Right into a ravine. I don't want to go straight into that ravine, so another part of line choice, I'm not going to go straight in there. I'm going to downhill track. I'm going to lay the nose of that sled right into the base of that. Set that sled right now. There it is. Downhill track, downhill track. Nice and easy. I can go ahead and get back to neutral. Perfect. Awesome. And so for a zone that I haven't been through, coming down and approaching that from being uphill and coming down into that, I'm able to go slow, choose my line. Somebody comes down through there and sees that that's a good line, well, heck, they can follow it. Otherwise, dude, just a great practice. Okay, another line choice. Can I stay high or do I have to go low? Let's see what happens. Yeah, looks like I'm able to stay high. Remember too, that even though it seems like I'm on a pretty steep slope here, the moment that I get horizontal to the hill and I take that steepness away, it really doesn't become about speed any longer, it's about position. As I come across this, my foot is pretty dang far forward on the running board, and I'm just maintaining, keeping that horizontal position. That way I don't have to go 1,000 miles an hour. Look at this lane choice. Nice. Nice and controlled. Gonna duck in here. I don't want that sled to lay flat, so I'm gonna continue keeping this thing a bit counter steered, a bit on edge. Yeah. Kind of fighting my way through. A little bit of fun in that. So great. Woo! Man, tons of fun. Tons of fun, I'm telling you. Once snowmobiling becomes that feeling, once you kind of get a grasp of how you can be on the hillside and just the capabilities of yourself and the sled, you can kind of go anywhere. Another cool line choice right here. Oh yeah. Look at this, I kind of got no real clean exit right there. I'm flat on my skis, initiate into that downhill turn, dump it down in there, kind of heavy on my brakes, foot into the back part of the sled. I got a lot of momentum to get out and over that because I don't want to live there. Perfect. And then again, anytime I come out into like a big exposure, you guys can tell I got a lot of open area here. Based on Avi conditions, I can decide if this means go down, turn around, go the other way, or if I feel like I'm in a safe enough spot where I can make this transition and come across here. Just to keep it safe, I'm going to come down and go the other way. I'm not going to mess with that. Back to neutral, quick hop to the other side, and away from terrain. Here I go. So good. Yeah! Oh, gummed it up. What's up, guys? Oh my gosh. The day of days today. Okay. In terms of line decision, it took me a while. Build a ton of momentum down on the flats. Took me 4 tries to get enough momentum to get up on the hill. Knew that's where I was going for. Something I haven't brought up the whole video is look for the goalposts. When I am really tying, especially when I'm filming, I'm always looking for that unique landmark that's where I need to get to. And then boom, from there, even though I haven't seen the rest of it, that's kind of how I set my line. And then as I come across, I'll base that on steepness of slope, the deep snow that I'm in, how much momentum I have or don't have. So lots of decisions that you have to make kind of on the go. Whether you go above a tree or below a tree is based on the momentum and your willingness to be in the right position on the sled. And I'd say that it's about the power of the sled as well. But man, there's a lot of decisions that you have to make on the fly. It's going to take a ton of practice, but hopefully this is another video that just gets you guys fired up to get out there and go try. Remember that if we're not getting stuck, we're not even snowmobiling. So you guys remember to like, comment, subscribe onto this video, and we'll see you next time.